Alrighty, chapter 10 for Dead Space Remake Guide. Now, just to let you guys know, this is going to be the longest chapter of them all, so let's get it to the point where we're back at the main atrium. Again, just follow the marker or the waypoint. It'll take you directly through there. You'll have to go through the elevator, and you'll make it through here. Go to where the store is located. And just a heads up, careful, there are a couple enemies that do spawn all over again. We're going to make our way over to the crew deck. And this is where we're going to find Benson's rig. Again, we're getting very close to finding all the rigs for the, I believe it's like the second side mission. And trust me, it's all going to pay off, especially in this chapter. We're going to go down the ramp. Again, just use like the waypoint, but instead of heading over to the other side, we're going to head back. And that's where Benson's rig is going to be. Again, just look for something that's like purple/pinkish. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Again, we're just going to be backtracking a lot, finishing off a lot of the weapon upgrades now that we're about to unlock the Master Override. And once you're done picking up Benson's rig, make your way back to the main atrium. Again, don't follow the waypoint at this point. At this point, we're backtracking. And we're going to go to the place where Howard and ourselves, I guess Isaacs, met, remember, in Chapter 4. We're going to go down to the Captain's Nest. And we're going to hit that same computer we hit. So obviously go down the elevator. Once you make it there, open it up. And we're going to go into that door again. And this is where we're actually going to get the achievement/trophy for getting the maximum override. And again, this entire chapter is just literally about just going back and opening all the weapon upgrades, like I said, now that we have this maximum or master override, I guess. I think I called it maximum, but at least there you go. So let's get started and let's do this. Once we're done with the master override, go back on the elevator. We're going to make our way on top, and we're going to go to that elevator that's right in front of us. Instead of going to the other one, go to the one that's, I guess, back. So once we are done with the elevator, we're going to turn to our right, and that is our first master override door that we need to unlock. And this one's going to contain 2 collectibles. It's going to contain the high yield grenade for the pulse rifle in the first locker. I know it's typically in a box or something, right? And then over to the right, our first node of the chapter. Now, next up, continue following the waypoint, go to the tram station, and instead of actually following where the waypoint's telling you to go over to the mining/engineering station. Now, careful in the beginning when you actually get it to there, because there's 2 ways you can go. Make sure you're going into the mining section. We're going to go up the elevator, and once we make it, as soon as we get out, there's a box, and inside is the weapon upgrade, the precision laser for the line gun. Once you're done with the weapon upgrade, turn back, and we're going to go into this door over here. We want to take a quick right. You'll see the store. So go to the west tower, and we're going to continue going up to this point, take a left, and this is where those machines that spray that liquid, I guess, that hurts you. We're actually going to go to the last door this time, and that is where our node is going to be located at. So just be careful not to get burned. Open it up, and straight to the left, that is where the node is located. Once we're done with the node, we're going to make our way into the elevator right there outside of the room. And we're going to go up. And I'm going to be honest with you, I think I may have missed this one from prior ones. I don't think anything else opened. As we're going to go across this catwalk and we're going to open the door. So yeah, I may have just personally missed this one. So I do apologize. If not, maybe it just opens as soon as we continue progressing with the story. So we're going to go up another elevator and we're going to go to the floor number 2. And once we're there, we're going to turn around and we're going to head on over to the door. Not the one with the circuit breaker, but the one behind it, or I guess opposite of it. So we're going to go in there. And yeah, just like I said, we're just backtracking a lot now because we're about to reach level or chapter 11, which after that, you can't go back, So head on over to the left side. Once you enter, this is where the poison is still around. Just take a right, and it's right there on the wall. Once you're done with the node, we're going to turn back and enter that door to our right. And it seems like, I think this is part of the, like another side mission that it just barely opened up, I guess. So we're going to take a couple rights, and there is a prototype stasis module, which should remove the the gas, as you can see. But now just turn back around, and on that desk, that is where the log is located. And once you pick it up, we're about to get an achievement / trophy for another freaking side mission. Again, all these side missions are kind of confusing, but hey, we're getting the achievement / trophies, right? Next up, make your way back to the tram station, but we're actually going to go across. So we're not actually going to go into the tram station. Now, we're actually going to go the other way instead now. So we're going to go into the mining operations, and as you can see, the waypoint sounds to go back, but we're actually going to continue going forward. Now, this is where the kinesis boxes are at, so try to just figure out the puzzle. If not, then just look exactly what I do. But once you move them around, eventually you'll see that there's a door to the right of us. And once you open it up, careful, there is an enemy there. So make sure to take him down. Once we open the door, there should be the diffraction module for the contact beam in the box to the left. Next up, make your way back to the tram station, and instead of actually going into the tram station, we're actually going to go across into the engineering deck. Now we're going to go into the engineering door, and we're going to take a right, and just kind of continue just all right at this point. We're going to go to a preparation room, and this is the part where we're going to have to go down the ramp once again. So go machine shop, one more door, apologize. And remember this place? Yeah, we're back at it. So we're actually going to go underneath once again, and there should be a box as soon as we are finished crossing this, and there is going to be the carbon fiber blades for the Ripper. Alright, once we're done with that, head on back to the tram station and head on over to the medical station. And now make sure you're on the medical deck, and we're about to go on another adventure, ladies and gentlemen. So just keep on following exactly where I'm going. It's going to be a lot of, just same pathway, because again, we're just backtracking. And in this one, we're going to pick up the weapon upgrade called the portable Heliotron, and that's for the contact beam. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of walking, so just careful. Some of the enemies are going to, reappear once again. But yeah, this isn't really like the funnest chapter, because now we're just going back and forth, I know. And again, this is kind of how when we had to do it, because we were working towards the master override, and now that it's available, even though technically this next door, it's just a level 3, but it just still kind of makes sense just to kind of go for it now. Go down the elevator, and we're about to be there, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, it's like we should literally just call it the weapon upgrade chapter. Go to the main lab, open it up, and one more door. And so go to level 3. Careful, there's another dude. And once we open this one up, right in front of us on the desk, that is where the upgrade is located. Phew. Now, continue backtracking to where we kind of started from. There's the stasis door that we just did not too long ago. And we're going to go into the security station now. I'm just trying to do my best to kind of, try to show you exactly where to go. Once we open that door, take a left. And once again, we're going to continue walking for a bit because we're going to go pick up the Photon Energizer, which is the weapon upgrade for the line gun. So yeah, again, just backtracking once again. And just follow where I'm going. Yeah, kind of sucks that we have to continue going back and forth, but we gotta stop complaining and let's do it, because it's gonna be worth it at the end, all those achievements and trophies, they all matter, right? Make it your way to the chemical lab, take a right into cryogenics, and we should be close to the level 3 again. Level 3 door, which is kind of weird, but there it is. So go up, and it should be on the box. Now we're finally starting to follow the freaking waypoint again, so go to crew quarters. This is the crew deck, and again, like I'll show you right now, the waypoint is going to tell us to go down here. So this is the part where a lot of like ritual stuff is starting to happen. Hope this starts to make familiar with you. Now next to the store, we're going to go to the 0G gym. And this is where we're going to find our last rig that we need to be able to get our level 5 suits. So continue where we go. There'll be a little ritual thing there, but look to your left. And right there on the bench, that is where the rig upgrade should be located. Once you pick up the last schematic for the rig, open up the door, and a log should be located right next to this chair. Once you're done with the log, head on over to this door, as this is where the power cell is, but this is also where you got to go for this achievement / trophy is reach level 6 for the Z ball, I guess. And all you have to do is use your kinesis and score the ball to whatever hole's open. Obviously, you get extra points for the one that's glowing, so just a heads up on that and a tip. And all you have to do is reach the final score, and you should be good. So they're just going to show you the last level, or part of it, but Z-Baller. Pretty simple, just keep on trying if you can't do this. But again, go for the one that's shining. Now once you complete the Z Gravity game, head on out, and on these lockers to your far left, that is where a node is given to you for completing level 6. Now at this point, you may go back and actually go to the store, as now you can purchase the level suit 5, which is basically the best one you get without passing the game, of course, because then that's when you'll get number 6. But it'll be 60,000 credits, so it's going to be quite expensive. Alright, next up, continuing following the story. Now there's going to be a lot of chunk of time that's going to happen throughout the first node that we just last picked up and this part. So make it to this part where there's an elevator, and there should be a store and a bench to our left. Go to the standard quarters. Now we're going to open the door, head on over to the left, and on the wall, that is where the node should be at. Once you pick up the node, head back, but this time we're not going to go through the same door. We're actually going to go straight, and at the end we're going to take a left into the standard quarters. Now you'll see that there's this door that is covered by a bunch of junk, so just use the kinesis, move everything out of the way, and once you do that, just go through the door. And this is where another node, or excuse me, take a right, and then this is where there's some gas areas. Now to your right, about on the second stall, that is where the log should be located. Now once you pick up the log, we're going to head on straight, and we're going to take a right. Now just careful here, there's 2 of those wall guys. Once you do take them down, continue going straight forward into the storage room, take a left, and that is where another node is located. Now continue following along the story, and you'll make your way back to where the marker is at. There's an elevator, and as you'll see right now, I'll use my waypoint. It's going to tell me to go to this deluxe quarters to destroy the test drill. Now we're going to open the door to that, and once we open up the door, we're going to take a right, as there's going to be only one door available. So we're going to go into that one, and this is where we'll continue going straight, and not on the first door, but on the second door to your left. Go in there, and then there should be this long freaking little cutscene about Nicole. So just wait in there, wait it out until you are able to move, because you won't be able to move for a while. But once you do or are able to move, head on into this door, and this is where the gravity amplifier upgrade for the force gun should be located. And once you pick up the upgrade, turn over to your left. There's going to be a little hologram sequence to be played again. And of course, I'm going to shorten it just for the purposes of content creation. And just wait it all out. And once the holograms are over, this is where we're about to get the achievement / trophy for Nicole's side missions. So we're pretty much done with all of the side missions, I believe, at this point. So, woohoo, ladies and gentlemen, we're making progress. Once you're done with that, exit the room, and there should be a power cell outside, or actually into the next room where you have to go pick it up. So pick it up, put it into the circuit breaker, and give power to the doors, as this is going to unlock doors that were outside of this area. Now just careful, this is where the hunter pops out and a couple other enemies. I think what I messed up was I shot the Tetrol, which is why that happened. So exit that room and take a right, and on the deluxe quarters, there's going to be 2 collectibles in this one. So the first one is in the box, and this is the weapon upgrade for the high pressure nozzle for the flamethrower. And once you're done with that one, head on over to the left, and this is where the marker is located. And once again, This is only for New Game Plus. Now, once you're done with all that, get out of there and go back to the main lobby where the marker is located. And at this point, also just follow the checkpoint because you do have to go into another room. Once you go through that way, head on over to this door and to your left by these benches. That is where the next audio log should be at. Once you're done picking up that log, we're going to continue going straight forward, go into the executive quarters across this hall. We're going to take a right and we're going to open the door and we're going to find another log to our left right on the floor. Once you pick up that log, we're going to go straight into this door, and this is actually the location where we have to turn in all of the fragments once we have all of them. But behind that is another desk, and that is where the next log is located. And once we're done picking that one up, we're going to leave this room and we're going to head on over to the left, and guess what? We're going to find another freaking log. So okay, now to this door, there's a lot of debris or junk, so just take it out of the way. Use kinesis, obviously. Open up the door, take a left, and it's right there. Across the room from where we just picked up the last log, there's going to be the executive headquarters key. We're going to use that key, not for that door, but that is where we have to go though. We're going to open this up, and just a heads up, there's going to be an enemy on the floor. So take it down, and we're going to shoot off the little circuit breaker there to make the other door open. Now, there is one of these bins right there, but it just has a gold semiconductor, so there's no actual upgrade. Open up the door, head on over to the next door, and once you go in, to our right, that is where the node is located. Next up, continuing following the story, we come across who I believe is Dr. Kine. He's telling you that, hey, let's work together, let's put the marker back where we found it, blah blah blah. So you'll pretty much just have to wait for him to finish talking. This door is going to open over here. Once it does open, there's going to be 2 collectibles, a log on the table to your right, and then once again the marker to your left. And once again, the markers are only for New Game Plus. And now finally, for our last collectible of chapter 10, we're going to continue following the story, hit the marker, and we're basically going to push to go on forward. Head on over to the left door, and here on the wall, that is where the last node is at. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are done with chapter 10. But keep in mind, there still might be a couple more little logs here and there, but those are all story related. Again, just continue going and you'll automatically get those. And with that, just let me know what I can improve on, ladies and gentlemen. And if you found this video helpful, I would really appreciate if you guys hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys for chapter 11.